Alright. Alright, Shalom, the Hebrew Israelites. We're out here again through the power and the spirit of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakadash, to prophesy the end of this kingdom. Okay, America, which is known in the scriptures as Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, and we're going to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Kakadash.
And double honors to our elder apostles and our elders at Great Millstone of GMS. Okay, and we want to say sincere shalom to all the brothers that's out there pushing His word in truth and sincerity. Okay, like the brothers always say, risking their lives, risking their freedom, you know, to do this, man. Okay, making themselves fools for the Lord's sake. All right, so shalom. Okay, so like I said, we out here through the power and the spirit of the Heavenly Father, and that's in the book of Micah. Okay, if you can get that real quick out, I think it's 3 and 8.
Micah 3 and 8.
Just to let you know, let the world know, because the carnal mind looks at us and they perceive we just a bunch of angry black men, which, shalom, brother. Everybody up here ain't a so-called black man, okay? Because people look and they think with a carnal eye, this brother is not a so-called black man. He's what you would call a so-called Native American. This brother over here is not a so-called black man. He's what you would call a so-called Mexican, okay? So on eyes view, a carnal mind is just gonna see a bunch of disgruntled Negroes or a bunch of disgruntled niggas, okay? But we not out here, you know, on our own accord. We're out here through the power and the spirit of the Heavenly Father that He placed upon us, that He called us to come out here and do what thus He commanded, okay? We are the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father. So if you could bring that out.
This is Micah 3 and 8. But truly I am full of power.
But truly, man, okay? So this is what it is, all right? All these words are true. All these words are pure, okay? Meaning they're untainted, okay? Truly we are out here in the power, through the power and the spirit of the Heavenly Father. Go ahead, I.
Says, but truly I am full of power by the spirit of Yahweh, and of judgment and of might, to declare unto Jacob his transgression.
To do what?
To declare unto Jacob his transgression.
What does it mean to declare? What does it mean to give a declaration? Somebody get that real quick, the word declare on the head of mine. And we got time. It's a lot. We ain't got to be real. We got a little time. Just getting started. You know? Declare. You got it? Bring it out, huh?
On the etymology online for declare, it says mid 14th century declarant. It says to explain, to interpret, to make clear.
What are we doing? What are we explaining? What are we making clear? Because anybody can pick up a Bible that's able to read English or whatever language it may be in, okay, and read it. Just like you had the movie, we always use the example of the book of Eli, okay? Eli knew the scriptures from Genesis 1 all the way to Revelation, the last chapter. I think it was 22? 22, okay. He knew from the in the beginning to the end. But he didn't have understanding. And they showed that he didn't have understanding in that movie, okay? Because if he'd had understanding, he'd have knew everything that was taking place was really all wrong, man, okay? He wouldn't have shaved all his hair off, you know? But he had no understanding of what these scriptures are. So bring out the definition of declare.
It says to explain, to interpret, to make clear.
To make clear. To make clear the understanding. We're explaining what this scriptures is really talking about. What is it? For God so loved the world. Everybody take that and run. That means the Lord loved everybody that's living. But then you had the flood. You got people being put to death left and right. God loved them. We just saw a video of a man that was, shalom, brother, that was accused or found being adulterous, They had a couple of dogs eating off his members, man. Did God love him? See, that's the thing, man. We're giving that explanation. We're making it clear. We're giving the understanding through what? Bring that out. Finish that, then bring that out.
It says, also to make known by words, and like you were just saying, how it shows us in the man, next it says to state explicitly, to proclaim, to pronounce.
That's to pronounce, man. That's what we're doing. Again, through the power and the spirit of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay? So finish that out.
It says, Micah 3:8. But truly I am full of power by the spirit of Yahweh,
right,
and of judgment,
right,
and of might.
And of judgment. What's the standard that we use to judge? The scriptures. The scriptures say, that the saints shall, in 1 Corinthians, know ye not that the saints shall judge the world? Yes. Bring that out real quick. Let's get that too. Come on.
Hey, the brother talked about explaining in explicit detail, and that word explicit says stated clearly in detail, leaving no room for confusion or doubt.
Woo!
That's explicit.
Explicit. Read that again, my side.
Stated clearly and in detail, leaving no room for doubt.
No room for doubt. We got full faith that this is the truth, man. The men of the Lord, the Spirit compels us because there ain't no doubt that this is the truth. That's why we get up and come out here and bring this word out. Confusion or doubt. We're not confused then. Shit. Can't get around it. Okay? Go ahead,
This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion.
Explicit. No room for confusion, man. There's no stone uncovered. Okay? We're bringing you the 100% truth. The micro beast is the mark of the chip. I mean, the mark of the beast is the microchip. Hey, what Apostle Tom brought out. Now with his heart. That's right. See? We all on one accord. You know why? Because we circumspect real quick. And this is something I was meditating on yesterday, and I was going to do a lesson on it, but the Spirit didn't push me to. Being circumspect don't just mean paying attention to everything that's going on throughout the world, man. It also means paying attention to everything that's going on in the world of Israel, starting with our apostles. Watching their videos. It's very, very important that you watch the apostles of Great Millstone, man. We don't miss it. We want to know what's going on. Them the top men. Watch the apostles before you watch us. That ain't a suggestion. Watch the apostles first, man. Because a lot of guys like to watch certain brothers. They like to watch certain camps because it's entertaining to them. They get a little spark. Oh, I like the way this guy, ooh, he be bringing it out. And your ass sitting at home watching popcorn, ain't got no want to even hit the highways and the byways, man. Okay? So be circumspect, man. Paying attention. That means paying attention to the apostles first and foremost, man. Okay? You call them your apostle, your elder apostles. That's who you need to be watching first and foremost, man. You know? But where was that?
1 Corinthians. This 1 Corinthians 14 and 33.
What you had brought out right for that? What you had? Okay, yeah. Go ahead, come on. Yeah,
1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints.
That's right. You want to speak on it now?
Yeah. When it comes down to the scriptures, the true church is the believers. All right. The which are Israelites, man. Those that believe in the faith. And who are the saints? The Israelites. So amongst the Israelites, the true believers, the Most High don't have no confusion.
Now in the world, there's all types of confusion. All right, you have all these different philosophies, all these different doctrines. But once it comes to the true meaning of the Lord, there won't be no schisms. There won't be no lies told. The truth is going to come out plain, clear, and with no confusion nor doubt, man. All right.
Because, you know, a big thing in Israel is all these unity camps, man. All these guys coming together that are on different doctrines. Now, say I just walk up, oh, y'all Israelites? Oh, okay. Man, you know, for years, I've been hearing about this mark of the beast thing, man, in the book of Revelations. Jake say Revelations with an S.
Right.
It's Revelation. Right. There's no S at the end of the word, man.
Right.
It all in the word. Revelation.
Right.
Okay?
Which means to reveal the what we're going into.
Yeah.
Make it clear, revealing secrets.
Is it revealing one thing? Then it don't need an S. Yeah. Say it again.
Going back to veil.
That's right. Okay? To reveal, man. You know, Jacob walk up, yeah, I've been hearing this thing about the mark of the beast, man. What's the mark of the beast, man? Oh, it's your cell phone. It's the chip in your cell phone. Well, no, brother, it's Christianity. No, brother, it's the embargo. No, it's Catholicism. And this cat got question marks floating all over the top of his damn head. He got little birds flying in the circle because he's confused. He don't know whether to go left or right, man. Well, damn, is it this? And then when the mark of the beast get here, and that mark is presented to him, what you think he gonna do? He gonna take it. So let's get Amos 3:3. And then let's get Ezekiel about getting warning. If you don't give them warning, go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing.
Whoa. So that means something ain't right. All Israelite camps ain't speaking the same thing, man. Jake, is that Jake? Or he just got some dashiki. All Israelite camps ain't speaking the same thing, man. Okay? So read that one more time, Baba Kushai.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment.
Woo! In the same mind and the same judgment. Okay? A lot of guys that are carnal get caught up on uniforms.
Right.
Unity means one.
Right.
In one form. Okay? And they get caught up on uniforms. You know? And that carnality catch them up. That's why you see these camps that's all dressed alike with thousands of members, man. Because it look good. It look good. Man, look at them, boy. They marching in step. They all dressed alike. That gotta be where the truth is.
So, real quick, just now back out what you just said, I had to cut the traffic. I was trying to take the shortcut.
You all right?
A different way. So I ended up right below
IUIC?
Darth Vader and them.
Oh,
set up
right. Okay.
And they was
How you doing, bro?
and they was getting their shit out the trucks. And they all had on the matching black and blue with the shield blockers and all this shit. And while I was stuck in the light, the truth is getting out there, bro.
That's right.
Yep.
Hey, just a few moments I was sitting at the light, this all you saw was Jake fixing this shit, bro. And
Ain't I
all these niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? And just because the elder took some man speak on it, man, it's the truth, bro. It's the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a game, man. It's a fad to the niggas, man. Go ahead, brother, you got it, huh?
You got that?
I want to say something real quick, but of course, that's a trickle-down effect because that shit started in the so-called church. You watch them choirs in them churches and all these people, they all dress uniform. They walk in step to step. And just like the confusion the brother's going into, you see Catholics, Baptists, Methodists, Mormons, all these damn denominations going to musicals and everybody singing together. But come Sunday morning, ain't none of them They not teaching the same thing, bro. They all got away with doctrine, and they all wrong.
Yeah.
But ain't none of them on one accord.
None of them.
Hey, let me add this real quick. I saw you, brother. Them chicks was bad, but they shalom.
Yeah.
Just good. They go to Israel. How they was dressed, Doc? Was they in modest apparel?
Right.
Sure that pepperoni pizza.
Schluts.
Right. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Go ahead.
John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
That's right.
Right.
So it ain't got nothing to do but a carnal mind,
Right.
not thinking spiritually. You ain't heard a word they said.
Right.
You haven't weighed out nothing. You haven't
Right.
done like what was that, the Church of PRARIE?
Right.
That they went and searched out the they just
Right.
searched it out. Man.
Right.
They want shit, let's see.
Right.
What our elder apostles have always told us. Don't believe us.
Right. Right.
Go check it out for
Right.
yourself.
I think Jacob missed that point.
Yeah, they had to have. Not these other camps. Oh, brother, you just stay off their site. The apostle said, shit, look, you feel confident enough, you good, you rooted, watch whatever the hell you want to watch. If the Most High gonna pull you out of here,
He gonna do it.
He gonna
That's
do
right.
it in the
Right.
way it goes.
Right. That's right, Doc.
Acts 17:11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so.
Right.
You want to speak on that?
He said they received the word with all readiness of mind.
Ready.
They were listening. They were like, okay, we're gonna go search these things out, see if these are true. So whatever they were saying, they went to the scriptures. And they're like, okay, all right, that's in there. That's what we do with the apostles. Right? He said, don't just blindly follow them. You gotta go and study for yourself. The apostles say they're not trying to raise up parents.
Right.
You gotta learn how to, get into this word on your own.
Right, to divide the word.
Right. Right.
You know, be a teacher, be a preacher, okay? And that scripture said ready, huh? When you in a race, you walk up to that line, what the guy with the little gun that shoot the gun in the air say? What he say? Ready. So you ready. You ready to go, man. Yeah. Curse. Curse go.
Lay it down, yeah. It ain't just a, add on to this, brother.
Please,
Right. Add on what the brother had brought out, man. They show you that, these other camps, man, they not spiritual, man. Like they out looking good, they matching garments, they blue blockers on. Then a brother, gonna come. Look, we brother in Babylon. Jake coming out the world. Jake may come up with some dirty shoes, tore up pants, shirt dirty, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just looking disheveled. Oh no, he ain't shit, he wicked, he ain't right. You ain't even testing the man's spirit, man. Okay?
Well, get that scripture where it talk about the goodly man with the goodly apparel.
Right. But a brother come up, starchy, Archie, pretty stuff, key stuff, you ready to bring him into the camp, man. Because he gonna look good standing next to you, and you think he got some bread to generate it in your pocket, man. We've seen it all before, man. Okay?
When you get it, tell me where it's at.
We've seen it all before, man. Okay? And the Most High is not pleased with all these things.
Right.
Check that out.
I want to get that scripture about the goodly man. That's all right. That's the one I want.
Bring it up.
Come. They got one in the Ecclesiastes. I think it's Ecclesiastes when a rich man speaks.
Yeah, I got that right there.
Okay, hold up. Let's get that James. Bring that out.
James 2. I
Start at 1.
James 2:1 says, my brethren, have not the faith of our Lord Yahushua, the Lord of glory, with respect of persons.
That'll be respect the person.
Right.
Because he's fly.
Right.
He's dressed to a T.
Right.
He's got to be telling the truth. That's the same shit like we were speaking about just a second ago that dupe all you so-called Christians, man.
Right.
Pastor's up there, he's clean shaven.
Right.
He got on a $1,000 Armani suit.
Gators on his feet.
Shit.
Brains on his fingers.
I pulled up in the 2019 Caddy.
Right, you caught the bus.
Shit,
Like,
you gotta believe you did. You and the rest of the parishioners that's gonna empty out your bill money
Right.
into the collection plate.
Right.
Because you feel obligated to, man. We talked about that last night. Our people feel the conviction to some high spiritual power They just going off on what it is, man.
Right.
So they empty out their pockets. Plus they looking for that carnal blessing.
Right.
We not looking for a carnal blessing, man.
Right.
We looking for spiritual blessing.
Right.
The scriptures say, store up your treasures
That's
in
right,
heaven,
Doc.
man.
That's right.
Not here on earth where moth and rust doth corrupt,
That's
man.
right.
All this stuff is gonna perish.
Right.
But
Believe
that's
it or
what
not.
the carnal mind are thinking.
Right.
You gotta be
People are
spiritual
carnal.
in this thing. Very,
Right.
very, man.
Right.
So let's get that scripture in James.
It says, verse 2, for if there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment,
That's just what the elder was talking about, man.
and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing.
Read it one more time. Start over. One more time.
It says, James 2 and 3, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him,
Fly guy.
Right.
He's fly.
Right.
And gay right here don't mean like old Sample.
That's it. That's it.
You put that on here, you never said a faggot or nothing.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about.
Right.
He wasn't with that shit. Nope, but go ahead,
it says, and ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a
Them
good
clothes will
place.
make you happy, man.
Right.
When Jake is dressed fly, when Jake is fly, shit, my feet ain't even touching the ground.
Right.
And
Right.
everybody else, if they looking, ooh, he got on that for
And I'm gonna say this, bro. Not only in the world with you Christians, it can happen right here in so-called Israel.
Yes.
Oh, look, you shit. Come sit right here.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, it's the truth, bro. It's still the truth, bro. It is what it is, man. I hope you know, brothers.
They're corrected.
That's what you
They just say.
It's the truth, bro. The scripture's the truth. Listen, you gonna sit right here. I see you got your own. Shit. You shit, but you gotta get out there. I need some force. Go ahead, right? Go ahead. It's just the truth, bro.
It's the truth.
It's just the truth, man. The scripture, the spirit bear witness, man. Okay? There'll be some things the Lord will show you that when it happened right there, you don't have no understanding of why the fuck it happened. You'll be like, it plagued you. But as going through
Years
spirit,
on, or however.
you'll be like, oh God,
That's what it was talking
Right.
about. Then you get a better understanding
Right.
of what the scriptures say.
Right,
What that scripture says through much experience.
right.
Experiencing something and hearing it and regurgitating is two different things. I can talk about a woman as a whore and she'll step out and cheat on you. But you don't really understand that shit till it happens to you. You don't feel it till you go through it.
Right.
When you walk in and your woman is arguing with another nigga on the phone, if you understand what the scripture is talking about, your women shall be whores in the street. That's right.
Right. And see, that's a young brother saying that. But it's brothers that don't even understand. That don't understand that, bro. That's why the scriptures also tell you that have few words when you're amongst the elders.
Right.
They didn't travel down the road and got experience from you. You just memorized a lot of scripture.
Right.
It's a totally whole different thing, man. But Jake ain't everyone.
Jake want to show you everything they know.
Bro, right, bro. Hey, but it's not about that, man. It's not about that. I don't want to get up.
Because we done seen Jake amongst the elder apostles and wanted to show everything they knew in their head. And I can only imagine sitting in they shoes, the apostle shoes, and like, I done done that 50 times over. But Jake just want to show you what they know. Ooh, I got a new book.
Right.
Look what I see. Ooh,
Right.
look, ooh.
Right.
Yeah, I got the books at home. I done read it about 4 times.
Right.
You just bought it.
Right.
You see?
Right.
Few words, man. That don't mean don't talk. They ask you a question, open your goddamn mouth. You know? Well, let's go back. Oh, I got the definition of that word gay in that scripture. Bring it out, huh?
This is the word definition for gay in James 2 and 3. It says in the head outline Bible usage in the blue letter Bible is shining,
Woo!
brilliant,
Woo!
clear, transparent, splendid,
Cutting up. Guys.
manifest, splendid things, i.e. luxuries, or elegancies in dress or style.
Elegant.
Elegant.
Luxury. Shit, you shining, you clean.
Luxurious.
Yeah, that mean your apparel is, you got gay apparel, that mean your apparel is fly.
Right.
It's top OD line.
Right.
Okay?
Come up looking like Steve Harvey.
With the big buttons. Shit, you know? But go ahead and finish that out.
James 2 and 3, and ye have respect to him that wears the gay clothing.
That's why you see so many with the gay clothing in those groups, man.
Right.
All I require is a uniform.
Woo!
Like the old hunchback in
Right.
300.
Still his soul.
He
Just for the
said he
uniform,
wanted that
bro.
uniform because it looked good. And you know what else that attract? Them women. Them women, oh, they must have the truth.
Right. He looking good.
A bunch of women following.
Right.
So
Right.
they
And
right.
that's like the elder said. That's the same thing with the church house folks, man. The same thing, bro. The same thing with the church house church. Pastor sitting up there looking good, clean, vest, double breast, gators, rings on his finger, edged up.
Women is
All
attracted to
fake.
that.
Bro, they ain't listening to the word. They sit right next to their husband.
They looking at
looking
him.
at that damn pastor. He knocking them out. Bro.
You better believe it. And your sons. Eddie Longstroke proved that. That just one a minute. Eddie Longstroke
Right.
was getting them women's sons. You think them women didn't know their sons was messing around with that dude?
Right.
They knew their sons was punks.
Probably
And they,
live with them.
they probably, exactly. Boy, you better get on over there to Pastor Eddie's house. Boy, he got a jet.
Little, right, bro?
But he's old, mama. Boy, you better go bend over for Eddie Long. A man ain't supposed to be sitting on another man picture with his shirt off. Posing.
Right.
Woo! I ain't got no
Goddamn,
that's it, bro.
Right. This should be made up, man.
Should be. A mega pastor of a mega church. A large following. The scriptures say, follow not a multitude to do evil.
Right.
And when you walking after carnality and the gay clothing, okay, and the gold ring, okay, it's Jake all over again, man.
Right.
Esau don't get up there with all that gaudy jewelry, man. Esau don't do that because they ain't got no flavor, man. We rock ice.
Right.
We shine. We bling. That's in our spirit, man. The scriptures talk about Jake had gold in their mouth, man.
That's right, bro.
So, you know, you might look at Jake and be like, hey, we ain't promoting getting the grill, but we just saying, Jake get gold in their mouth, but that's in the scriptures.
Right. They have no idea.
Not at all. All they know is Paul Wall and Johnny Day.
That was King Solomon in that day. King of Israel.
Right.
There you have it. So now what?
Right.
Okay, the wisest man. How about that? Okay? But when you look on these people with a carnal mind, fools rush in, man.
Right.
But they haven't heard one thing they said. They haven't listened to nothing they gotta say. They just looking.
Right.
They perceiving with their eyes and not with their mind, man.
Right.
Okay? Not with a spiritual mind,
Right.
not with spiritual eyes.
Right.
Okay? But let's see what else the scripture say about the maybe we can go in about the car. You
I
got
was
it?
gonna say that you had some guy under the apostles video that was like, shit, we didn't see GMS been out here for years and they ain't upgrade their Hebrew gear. That's what he said. And the apostle Bar responded, he was like, shit, the scriptures say that we was gonna prophesy in sackcloth.
Sackcloth.
So that ain't what it's about. Like the elect is gonna look past all that, even if we got put up garments or not. No matter what we wear, the truth they gonna hit us regardless.
That just show you these fucking niggas, Christians, they're going off the emotions, man. They're not reading these scriptures, man. They don't have no understanding. They're not going off the prophecy, man. They're going off the emotions.
Right.
The scriptures tell you that your heart is desperately wicked. But no, but you're emotional, man. The emotion is all through the spirit, man. Okay?
Upgrade your garment?
Come on, man. Get the fuck out.
How many of y'all got a breastplate with the 12 stones on it? The breastplate of Aaron, man. With the real stones.
Right.
None of you.
Right.
With the gold chains holding it,
Right.
none of you.
Right.
You know why? Because you can't afford it. For a garment like that, you're probably looking at $2 or $3 million.
big real Jews.
Shit.
Which we supposed to have access to from the earth, but according to what Esau got, to get those,
You gonna drop bread.
3 carrots and do it like the priest had ancient days, you gonna drop the bread on that, man.
So what you y'all
Ain't
doing
time for
that?
that. Go ahead, brother.
What's that? Now, these garments, man, look, it's not about our garments. Listen to the words that we speak, man.
Right.
This is our ancient apparel, man. So we wear this, okay, with the border and the fringes, okay? That's what's in the scriptures, all right? We getting back to our heritage,
Right.
man. Do we wear this every day or everywhere we go? No. We do when we prophesy, okay?
That's crazy.
That's nuts, bro.
So your garment and how cold it gonna get you into the kingdom.
No.
Salvation. Man.
No.
Wait up.
Exactly. Oh, the Lord gonna return you. Ooh, you had on the cleanest
Right. So
garment
you
in
come on
Israel.
first. Right.
Yeah, y'all look like that now.
Right.
Let that man through.
Right. Niggas out your damn mind.
Ow.
But somebody got to be the.
Somebody gotta do right. Better get out of that mess, man.
ASAP. The time is winding down.
Yeah, we ain't got no time, man.
We're in a 2-minute drill, baby. Y'all gotta understand.
Shit, come on and get with it.
Shit. Keep on, man. Keep fighting, nigga.
Babylon.
Right.
This is Psalms 34:18. Yahweh is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. So the Most High dealing with the lowly, the
Right,
weak,
right,
those
no.
that ain't boasting in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Looking for clout
Right.
from men.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Those that are humbly serving the Most High and being obedient
Right.
under His will, not trying to please the world. Call that
That's
clothing
right, Doc.
and good-looking apparel that's pleasing
right, Doc.
unto the world and after the lust of your flesh, man. We ain't
right.
worried about all that, man. We
right,
ain't
brother.
about that. Look, we gonna get all that in the kingdom.
Right.
In captivity, man.
Right.
We're gonna look fly in captivity. That's you niggas in that Stockholm syndrome, man. We got a rulership mentality, man.
Right.
In the kingdom, we gonna be decked out with gold and pearl, man.
Right.
You buy real gold now, man. You gonna be charged $3,000, man. Man, you people ain't rocking like you want to be rocking, man.
Right.
All right. Doing it big like you say you doing it big, man.
Right.
Kings in
All
the
right.
building.
Right.
Make some laws.
Right.
Pass some legislation.
Right.
Go sit up in the chief seat. Go sit in the White House. King.
And the things that the brother just mentioned, man, the humility and the humbleness, man, that's what sweet savior is to the nose of the Most High, man.
That's right.
Sacrifice of a humble servant, man. You niggas have to say things emotional and calm.
Very.
Okay, you ain't gonna get okay. Jake don't even know they in captivity, man. Jake, hey, bro, our people are gone, but
Right.
hey, it has to be like that, man. We were talking about that last night, man. It has to be the division, man.
Right.
The
It
Most
gotta
High's
be.
perfect balance, so you're gonna have to be right to struggle. You're gonna have people that's gonna perish, man. You know what I'm saying? Scripture saying that they be men just be born to perish, man.
Yeah.
And that might seem unfair to you. Shit, who are you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the will of the Most High power.
Shit, God for
Bring it out, Doc.
This is Matthew 11:7. And as they departed, Yahweh began to say unto the multitude concerning John, what went ye out in the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind, and a weak in the vision. It says, but what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in king's houses. Right, so it says, when you look for a man wearing soft raiment, good clothes, good garments, say no. If you read about John, he said his garment was a camel's hair.
Yeah.
You know, had the leather girdle on.
Rough.
You know, so he was looking rough. So if they seen John the Baptist today,
Right.
they would have called him a bum.
Right. Look,
Yeah.
Eating honey and locusts.
locusts, right. They think he bugged out his mind. You the one bugged out.
Yeah, he crazy.
They would have told him to upgrade his Hebrew bill.
Yeah.
Right. Right. He couldn't have stood on the other side of the end and see where he would have ran him off, man. Ain't that something, bro?
Finish that James. And then, yeah, con.
for the name again?
Yeah, finish it out. Did we finish it? If not, read it one more time. Yeah, go on. Start from the Gil Para.
This is James 2:3. And ye have respect to him that wears the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou there in a good place.
What it say in the scriptures? They outwardly they Israel,
Right.
but inwardly
Right.
it's a lock. They ain't right on the inside, man. Meaning in here. But they look good on the outside though.
Right.
Go ahead, all right.
Snake.
It says,
Right. And many more.
it says, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. Right.
You can speak on it, Doc.
Right, I'll read it again. It says, James 2:3, ye have respect to him that wears the gay clothing, and saying to him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool. You have more respect to a man that's you see dressed nice, he got all the all that shit you can't be wearing, they got the headband on, they coming out with the
They blocking, baby.
yeah, they got everything on. You know, you show more respect unto him until a man that just got him a regular garment on, you know, not too much, you know, not too fancy. Right? You look at you would hold the other man, whatever he say, his words, you know,
Right. Exalted. Right. That's right, bro. Just seen it. Seen it, man. Okay.
You know? It said you sit in the good seat, you sit down at the footstool, man.
Right.
So that means you put the one that was dressed fly up, and then the one that was dressed modest, as we brought out, the scripture said, girt yourself with sackcloth, man. Now that means mourning, and it means sackcloth, man. We first came to the truth, brother let me have it, man. Because I had an old sackcloth, bro. He ride boy so long, the brother said, look, I put that shit up, bro. It was just flying away in the wind, and I take it out the goddamn bag, man.
Right.
You know?
That just showed the brother was out in the spirit of the tree. Wasn't worried about no goddamn problem.
No, bro, we wasn't worried about that
At
shit.
all. I bear witness to this, bro.
We
I
wanted to
did not
let,
give a damn about that shit.
really, we wanted to let them have it. Because we was brand spanking new.
Right.
We wanted to come out here and let y'all shake the hand.
Right.
Y'all going the hell off.
Like you commanded to do,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Like you commanded to do. No, bro.
Totally.
Hey, bro, if it's 2019, it's gonna be 220, man. Now people think we're still Africans and shit, man.
Right.
Come on.
His king probably named T'Challa.
Right, but it's dry bones. That's why people speak about the dry bones, man. Our people don't have no understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people going to their own understanding, man. You gotta be out of your damn mind while you think you're still a fucking African, man. Or a Muslim, bro. Or something, man.
Just being around, going around, and being in the presence of Hamites should let you know you're not an African.
Exactly, bro.
They hate you, one.
Right.
Two, yeah, it ain't, bro, they not soulful, man.
At all.
They awkward, weird as
Right.
hell.
And they stink.
And they stink. A funky ass African.
Right.
The hell with an African, man.
Right.
We ain't no damn Africans.
And that's the name that the so-called white man put on them, man.
Right.
Hamites, man.
Right.
All right. We're not Hamites. We Israelites.
Right. We come from Shem, man.
Right.
They come from Ham. They say they even got that in the Apocrypha, man. It say, roughly paraphrasing, the sons of Ham, all the dark-skinned races, but not the Negroes. Lasagna. What I said? Now with my heart.
And that's what Esau scholarship that says this, man.
Right.
Normally when the white man takes something, niggas believe it, right on it, man. When Esau
Yeah.
together about to tell you that he was the genital dog races, not the Negroes. Okay?
But you African American. You niggas just looking for something to be. You was niggas, then you was Negroes, then you was black,
He's Afro-American.
Afro-American,
Right.
African American. What
Right.
y'all gonna be next week?
Right. That's Jesse Jackson started that shit.
Colored eye. Yeah.
Right. Colored.
Operation Good.
Right. Jesse Jackson, they
Rainbow
started that old
Coalition.
Afro-American shit, man. These niggas is out of there.
Yeah.
Upper Tom sellout.
That's it.
That's what you follow, man. You won't follow the righteous, you follow these charlatans and these sellout niggas.
Jesse Jackson got bread.
There it is.
Come out.
There it is. Hey, I'll show up to him.
Get up here. Get
Right.
up here, just a jackass.
Right, bro.
No,
Right, bro.
because they got a respected person and they judge accordingly, man.
Right, bro. Right.
That was it on that? You had something? Yeah.
This you want to get that puppy?
Yeah, you bring it up.
Okay, I got a quick one right quick. This Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for Yahweh had spoken. I have nourished and brought up children,
Right.
and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Our people is gone, man.
Yeah, they out of there.
Our people is gone, man. Got heavy demons on it, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
It started off with give ear. Listen. Go ahead, I.
It says, Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers,
Right.
children that are corrupters.
Woo.
They have forsaken Yahweh.
That's of disdain, man.
Right.
That's of sinful nation, man. Okay? Not that, you know, look, we was created to be an upright and holy seed, man. We weren't supposed to indulge in none of this shit, man.
Corrupt.
And so not only we you know what I'm saying, indulge in it, we laden with it, man. And we carry it with pride, man.
Yes.
Wickedness, man.
Yes.
Incredulity, man.
Yes.
And godlessness, man. And lawlessness, man. No other nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, like even a proud gook, and the gook is proud as hell. If you tell him something, according to his customs, that he went off, he gonna and drop his head, man.
Right.
Not you fucking niggas, man. Niggas is proud, man.
Right,
Ain't gonna talk to fear and wickedness, man.
right.
Read that again.
It says, Isaiah 1 and 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Right, man. Stubborn animals. Now, both of these animals are beast of burden and they're stubborn, man.
Hell yes.
Okay? Go ahead, Doc.
They got a saying,
Right.
stubborn is a mule.
Right.
Stubborn, man. If that mule don't feel like it, he ain't gonna walk in.
He ain't gonna do a damn thing. You kick right in his ass and pop him, he ain't gonna do shit.
Shit. Right there. Like old Eeyore.
That's it.
But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Right, bro. Them simple beasts, stubborn beasts, they know their master's crib, man.
Right,
What about you simple niggas, man?
right.
You don't know who your father is, man?
Right.
Well, of course, the answer is yes, because the Most High hid his face from us, man.
Right.
Okay? But coming into these times, and the man of the Lord is out prophesying, breaking his word down to your conscious spirit, you don't
consider it.
You don't even fucking consider it, bro. That's man, hey, bro. Hey, you talking about a dry bone, bro. You talking about a dry bone. You ever seen a dry bone, bro?
Right, bro. It's super
Right,
white.
You're right, bro. You know, I know the brother that's in the country. We we've seen that, man. It's super dry and brutal, man. It's white, bro.
Right.
You could damn near using it right on the sidewalk.
Right, bro. You ain't got no juice in it.
It'll just start crumbling.
Right, bro. And that's how you niggas is, man. You
God.
lost all understanding, man.
Right.
You don't have no, but you can't even, you know what I'm saying?
No
You
life.
can't even recognize the, bro, we painting the path of righteousness with this word just right here in your face. You don't even see you still go off left and right on the wrong road, man. So guess what, man? The hell with you, man.
Yeah.
Okay? And we ain't out here twisting arms, man. We out here trying to seal the elect, man, and we can get the hell up out of here, man.
Right.
Okay? Our people is, man. Hey, bro, what's the difference between just regular 2/3 Jake and old boy that just came out here,
Not
man?
a damn
He
thing.
ain't got nowhere to stay, and you y'all still in the same mind frame. Go up the fuck out.
Yeah.
Man. And unclean, man. And ungodly, man. Okay? Finish reading that out.
Come on.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
You know what else they say too? Them two animals know who take care of them.
Right.
Right.
They know who bring the feed at the certain time of the day. They'll at a certain time of the day, around 5:30, 6 o'clock, they start making their way to the feed.
Right. Got a sound being made.
They know it's feed time. Wait a minute, this motherfucker the one bring me my feed.
Right.
This the one to keep the wolf off my ass.
Right.
I know my master.
Right.
I'm stubborn as hell, but I know who give me raiment.
Right.
I know why I exist while I'm able to maintain.
But Israel don't consider. In Malachi, the first chapter, and around about the third or second verse, it says that the Most High loved Jacob, but Jacob said, wherein has the Most High loved us?
Right.
You know, so our people going through this hell, catching hell, and they saying, if it is a God, God don't love us.
Right.
If he did, why we going through what we going through?
Heard niggas say that, bro.
Deuteronomy 28:15.
Niggas say that out their mouth, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, God, he's so natural.
Yeah.
I got a quick one, bro. Jeremiah chapter 87, it says, yea, the stork in the heaven knoweth her appointed time, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not to jump from the house.
Right.
Okay? These animals, man, they observe the time, man. They're circumspect, man. They know when the season's time. They know when the time to move and migrate, and they know why. You know what I'm saying? Shit, our people, man. Shit,
The hurricane came and wiped out the Bahamas.
right, the Most High constantly is popping his whip and spanking Jake, man. And Jake ain't even, it's like a bad kid, man.
Jeremiah 2:30. Jeremiah 2:30. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. So the Most High bringing all this shit upon them, but they saying, oh, the Most High love us, God love us, why he doing it? They're not considering this thing that they have done, what they might have done to get in this situation. And the scripture saying Jeremiah 29 and I believe it's 14. The Most High said, you should seek, when you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall find me. But just like it said in Isaiah, they're not considering it. They're not trying to seek the Most High. You know, so he said, in vain have I smitten your children. He said they receive no correction. They not taking heed to what's going on, or they need to change their ways, or they need to, you know, they trying to stay how they are basically.
Yeah.
Right, stay stuck in their ways.
Like a girl that was in that hurricane, she was like, my 3-month-old infant, or 4, however old the little baby was, pray for us, pray for us.
Yeah.
Who? Who pray for you? And to who? Just pray for you, huh? So they let you know right off the rip, she was a so-called Christian. Just pray for us. Anybody pray for us. And pray to anybody.
Right.
Pray to Buddha.
Whoever. Right.
She called on Jesus.
Right. And that Christianity and voodoo was heavy out there in the Bahamas. That's why the Most High, he gave you that work, man.
Brother,
He gave you that work.
I got any paperwork I can take with me.
No, we just here every Saturday at 3.
Hey, the paper, this the paper one right here, bro.
Pass it on to the brothers, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because y'all here, and I'm there, I take it down there to Willow Station. I can take it to South Park. I can take it to Sunnyside. They need that knowledge, brother. You know what I'm talking about?
We on the internet.
And all that, brother.
We on the internet.
Yes, sir.
Great Millstone, bro.
Keep preaching.
All right, the what?
Keep preaching. We killed the God, we good.
I gotta keep it real quick. This is Micah chapter 6 and verse 9. Yahweh's voice cries into the city, and the man of wisdom shall see thy name. Hear ye the rod, and who hath appointed it, man? Recognize
Man of wisdom.
Right, man. Recognize the judgment of the Most High and where it comes from, man. Okay? That rod represents measurement, the judgment of the Most High, man. Understand it and recognize it, man. Hey, but that's Jake, bro. That's Jake, bro. That's Jake, bro. But
Now you telling me the Latin tribes ain't Jake?
Right.
I get a shot on board.
Right.
That's what it wants.
Look at him mouth turned up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it on back. That shows you that that's an Israelite, man. Who started that shit? Jews, so-called Negroes, man. That's a Latin tribe, man. Right, just like Jake, what he listening to? Sports. And that's a so-called essay.
You see the look on his face?
Shit. When Issachar got just that little mustache and that one little piece, and them glasses and that hat turned up right there, she tell him something. Get out the goddamn way.
Bro, what separates him from that bum that was just
Nothing. He got a nice car.
Right.
Exactly.
Mind frame. You unclean.
That's like that old saying, what's the difference between a man that can't read and a man that refuses to read? Not a damn thing, man. Because ain't neither one of them learning shit.
Right. They both lack knowledge. Both lack.
That's right.
That's Jacob.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
The spirit just proved that Issachar, the black tribe, is Israelites.
Right, right.
Yeah, he got flavor.
Right, right.
He got so-called what Jake called swag, man.
Right.
Okay? Esau ain't gonna roll through here like that, bumping like that. If it do look like a Edomite, that's a Jake.
Right, right.
Or one that's putting on like a son bitch.
Right, right. That old Jack you work with, man, Issachar had a Jordan competition.
Shit.
Jordan, Issachar wore they different Jordans every day. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas just spent thousands of dollars.
Thousands.
On J's, bro. I mean, this was a business casual at the field, so Jake would have on the Dockers pleated shirt was forgotten. Every day, new, clean. You know what I'm saying? And I seen this car go out, and if you seen a cat with some that was cleaning his, bro, he
gonna check him going up.
I'm like, bro, we don't even. Like one time we was like that, but Judah ain't not gonna do that no more.
Right.
Judah ain't obsessed with shit.
Right.
Obsessed.
They gotta show you. Shit. Go on.
Matthew 5 and 13, ye are the salt of the earth.
Right.
For if the salt have lost its savor, with which shall it be salted?
Right.
And salt, what does it do to food? Salt gives that flavor to
Right,
the food.
right.
So basically he's saying that the Israelites, we give that flavor to the earth.
That's right.
Right,
You
right.
can tell the difference from the Israelites and the other nations that he's dang on salt.
That's
Right,
right.
they got this old nigga. He painted a bad picture. We always rich nigga, but back in our time coming up, you know, they had a Flavor Flav, man. Even he represented the coon, but when he came out, his whole premise was we flavor, we the flavor. You know what I'm saying? And he saying I'm lamping, I'm cold lamping. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, I'm shit.
I'm doing it.
Nigga, I got the swag, man.
Who didn't have
We
a
the
clock?
flavor, bro. Right, bro.
Who wasn't rocking a clock?
Right, bro.
He took it to the clock.
Right, bro.
What time it is?
Shit. Cause motherfuckers was wearing the little clocks. Flavor Flav came with a clock and niggas started wearing clocks.
Right, bro.
Bruh, Jake was wearing clocks, bro.
Right, bro.
Heck, bro. That's crazy.
It was great, but it was on the premise of we knew what time it is.
Yeah.
Saying we knew the knowledge, but it was no knowledge, man.
Yeah, at all.
Jacob was
Yeah, he allowed.
You know what I'm saying? But
Clock
we
ain't
are
had
the
no
salt of the
battery.
earth, man. That show you some spiritual thing because even though now Jake still can't make the discernment. Somebody, brother.
No.
I tell you, Jake can't make the discernment against the truth, man. Okay? Like I see the cat online, he was letting China Mac have it. I know some of you brothers might not know who China Mac is. You know what China Mac?
He's an Israelite.
China Mac have it, man. These fucking Chinese stealing our culture. Blah, 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 blah. Ain't no blah. I'm like, bro, that's Jake. That's through the spirit. But to a corner man like the other was saying, they can't recognize the differential of the two, man. Just like a Jackie Chan and a Bruce Lee, man. Which one is the Israelite and which one ain't? And they both was cold in the martial arts, but who had that swag and that flavor? Man?
Right.
Bruce
You
Lee.
couldn't compare Jackie Chan to Bruce Lee,
At
man, at all, man.
Wow.
Not at
that
all.
was a goop. You know what I'm saying? But Bruce Lee is an Israelite, man.
Right.
We are the salt of the earth, man.
I think there was Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Tahar had a lesson this week, and he was just talking about Jacob is greater than Esau. Who's your top entertainers, man? It's all Israelites.
Right.
Michael Jackson, Prince,
Right. JB.
James Brown.
Right.
James Brown started his own. That's the Godfather of soul. He started soul, man.
Right.
They call Michael Jackson the king of pop, but yeah, he was the most popular entertainer. But really was the king of music. Prince was really the king of rock and roll.
Right. And look up, don't
Among
spend a
those
lot of
guys.
time on it, but look up them clips of James Brown in his prime, man.
Bruh.
Okay, they only show James Brown when they juiced him,
Yeah.
and he was on his way out. James Brown in his prime, man, shit, bro, he was man on that.
And dancing.
Right, okay, when nobody fucking with him.
Nobody.
He was going to the concert, shut it down, losing his fucking mind, man. pause before he faded out, man. And shit, he went out there.
That was Jerry Curl. We talking about that last.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, the spirit always been there.
Right? We're the salt of the earth, man. Okay? We're the best musicians, man. We're the best artists, man. We're the best athletes, man. Okay? We got the greatest minds, man. All this, like you hear about Socrates and Aristotle, all of that was Jake, man. Okay? You hear about Shakespeare, that was Jake, man.
Right.
Okay? Let these crackers put up these fake images, man, whitewashing, man. And he sold got you, man. That's another thing with the King James, man. That was known as the King of Scots, man. Okay? They got it painted as a cracker, man. That was Jake.
Right.
Okay? Y'all let this devil. Scripture tell you don't trust the goddamn nigga. You don't trust the enemy, man. Right. So-called white man, he saw Edom. He's the enemy. Everything he inherited to is a lie backwards, man. Like every fucking thing, man. Okay?
Now he want to tell you ain't even gotta have, it ain't no, it's multiple sexes. More than 2 sexes.
There go the third one right there.
Whatever that was.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, bro, this gotta go, man. This ain't, bro, come on. It's too much, bro. It's too much, man. It's gay, bro. Look, your sons and your daughters are exposed to nothing but wickedness and atrocities, man. Okay? Supported by the black woman, and you Israelite men is weak and gutless, man.
Right.
And won't correct them and shield them and protect them from the truth, man. Niggas ain't shit.
I see you out. This is Matthew 19:4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? That's it.
You don't say more than that?
That's it right there.
No non-binary, no pansexual, whatever they got going on.
And who is that he, man? Who is that he?
Right.
Yahweh power. So how you so-called great Christians and God we trust, is y'all the ones that's pushing that sexless agenda, man. That unisex, that binary agenda, man. That's not according to what the scripture just says. I'll read that again. Call it again,
Matthew 19.
Take this to your church house and ask the pastor about this. Right. Before you give them your bill, I'm talking to you niggas, man. Before you drop your bill money and your card note into the goddamn plate, ask them about this, bro. Read it because, bro.
Matthew 19:4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
You should have said, according to Esau, 163 different genders.
Come on, man.
The devil is a lie.
All day confusion. There probably ain't a damn thing going on. That's no explanation, man. Every time. Ain't nothing but the devils. Ain't nothing but the devil. Go ahead, Ivy.
It's Sirach 15:13. Yahweh hated all abomination, and they that fear the Most High love it not. Right? So the Most High hates, man. The world like to teach you that the Lord love everything. You gotta even love homosexuals. My sister in the world like that, man. My blood sister. Oh, you can't hate gay people. You gotta love everybody. You gotta love. I'm like, you make me fucking sick, man. Right. You gotta love homosexuals. The Most High said that he hate abomination. Right. Homosexuality is an abomination in the eyes of the Most High.
Well, it's the sin, not the sinner.
Oh, okay, that's my level.
That's Christianity.
Hey, just real quick, there was a story on Channel 13 News yesterday morning. The grandmother her grandson got sent home from school because his hair was too long. And the superintendent said, you got 2 choices. You can cut his hair, or you can send him to school in a dress, and he's gonna have to identify as a goddamn girl. That was her choices, bro. But this is coming from the goddamn school, so I mean, shit. This place got to go, bro.
Right. And you know what what do the school system teach, bro?
Transgender.
Anti-Messiah. Right,
Edomite
thinking
supremacy.
and behavior, man.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's much worse than that, man.
Right.
And as it get worse, man, hey, bro, So who handled that? The man or the woman? He told it to the man?
He told that the superintendent told it to the grandma about
Okay,
her
the grandma. What did they say with the grandma? What was her decision?
Oh, she was upset because she wanted him to have long hair, but she don't down his back, but she don't want to put a dress on.
But guess what's gonna happen?
He gonna wear a dress.
Who ain't gonna have a problem with it? The grandma.
Exactly.
She gonna love him unconditional. Because hate to sin, hate not to sin. What you got,
I got a quick precept on the brother that said the Christian church like to push the false doctrine and narrative that the Most High loved the sinner but just hate the sin. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So you sinners of the Most High people, you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans gonna die, all right, by the sword. The ultimate sword is nuclear missiles, man. All right.
Is that love?
Don't sound like it to me.
And get Psalm 5 and 4.
Right, bro. And that sword ain't going. The ultimate, like the brother said, the ultimate sword is the nuclear missiles. Okay, guns. Okay. Guess who also is the sword of the Most High? Esau Edom, man.
Right.
The so-called white man who you love so much, man.
That's right.
Okay. Old Mr. Johnson, that's the brother that, you know what I'm saying, that said how about you live next door. Hey, son, he gonna call you a nigga that that shotgun on you, man. And you niggas gonna wonder why, man. Okay. Old Jimbo that you done worked with and rub shoulders with, y'all done went to Chick-fil-A together, man. That day, he gonna call you a nigga and try to kill you. All according to prophecy, man. Okay, this is not, look, this is not about emotion, man. I don't give a damn about how you feel, man. This is about the word of y'all about shit about right, man. Okay? What you niggas don't give a damn about, man. Okay? Look like these two niggas right here, they Christian, they gonna tell you, think about Jesus, they got 8 different on the people. They got them.
You can smell it.
Right.
You smell like shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? If niggas even know the pepperoni is pork, you can see this Israelite, they didn't need no pepperoni with pork.
Jake don't know pork is swine.
Right.
Swine is a pig. They don't even know that.
You don't know shit, man. So we know, hey, man. Go ahead, dog.
But that's what I thought you were talking about last night. We went to the restaurant that time, and either you or me asked, was it
that was at the Packers.
yeah,
Right.
do it have pork on it? What she said, no, it got bacon.
Yes, it's
Kind of bacon.
Well, yeah, you could get technical and say what kind of, because bacon is a cut.
But it comes from
But
the
she
bottom
already,
of the ball.
exactly, bro.
She
She
said it
already,
with a straight
yeah.
face. She was serious, bro.
She didn't know the
Right.
difference.
What?
Because in her mind, she wasn't thinking, oh, well, it could be turkey bacon, you know, or another cut of meat.
It's a client word about the turkey.
You know, sir. Well, pork ain't bacon, is it? Bacon ain't pork, is it?
And the scripture do say that my people are silent children.
Yes.
So
What is that?
You ever seen the Godfather? His wrist just got Trust me, man, we don't like to say it. We ain't got no sympathy, but we don't like to see that.
Hell
where that
no.
come from, man. That's Esau's, man. He
Done
planted
that to us.
seed, man.
right.
Okay, he planted that seed, man. Got our people walking around here, all of God, man.
Right.
Powers, man. Under the Most High power, man. But I understand you can't wrap your mind around that because you've never had any power, man.
So deep
okay,
down.
man, going to shoot a nigga in the hood or going to sell some dope or laying down with a whore, that ain't no fucking power, man.
Right.
Right.
Niggas think it is, man, but
That's easy to
do.
do.
Ain't fucking power at all, man. Okay? Hey, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's easy. Kill the nigga. Yeah.
Well, shit, Jacob be, you know what I'm saying?
I did
Who
that.
else wanna fuck with Hollywood Cody? I'm that nigga.
I'm the shooter.
Third boy Johnny, nigga.
You sure are.
Right.
Shit.
I clap me, now clap me, nigga.
Right.
And so what, man?
Right, so what? Esau clapping thousands of niggas daily.
Esau got you breathing in toxins and metals.
Shit, he
right
clapping
now.
everybody.
Right.
Right, bro. You got biochemicals in your fucking water, man.
Shit,
You
now
know
what?
I'm saying? You
Esau
got you
real
set up the
tough.
cell on every fucking man.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He'll get up and treat his nose and raise up and make a call and start a war, man.
Right.
Come on, man. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Psalms 5, verse 4.
And this just to go with what the brother brought out. Because these Christians had this false doctrine, hate the sin and not the sinner. Because he brought out prior to that the Most High hated all abominations.
Right.
If you doing an abominable act, you're an abomination also.
Right.
So that don't just stop at what the transgression. That go for the person that's doing the transgression. And the scriptures is proving it. The sinner's gonna be cut off by the sword. The sinner is the person, man.
Right.
The sinner ain't the sin. The sin is what the sinner committed.
Right.
It's simple.
Psalms 5 and 4 says, "For thou art not a power to have pleasure in wickedness."
Wait, hold on.
Right. Right.
Shit, I thought come as you are.
Right.
Be whatever you want to be.
Right.
Jesus loved you. For God so loved the world. Something ain't something ain't adding up. That's what you get from plantation Christianity, man. Okay? But we out here to what? To declare with what? To make explicit. Make it clear. There ain't no confusion in it, man. The scriptures is explaining exactly what this is talking about. No confusion. Keep going. Okay? Go read out.
Psalms 5 verse 4, "For thou art not empowered to have pleasure in wickedness."
Two
Right.
men laying together.
Woo!
Wicked.
Right.
Eating pork.
Right.
That's wicked.
Right.
Catfish.
Right.
Shaving your beard off. Lining it up. Because you got cats like Pastor Dowell.
Right.
Got a beard, but that some bitches, shit, Xerxes.
Right.
These three Hebrew nights.
He got Hebrew of the elbow.
Of course he did.
This nigga, man, I done seen this cat from years back, man. Bro, this nigga, bro, all he doing is watching the apostles and taking in the bits and pieces that's palatable to people, man, and trimming the rest off of it, man. Because these subjects that he's so-called going to now, bro, years ago, he was not, bro, I watched it, bro. He was not going into that, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And they got another cat, I think his name is John Smith, some kid out of Atlanta, man. I have to post him and say, what shit, you know, fuck that nigga, man. But he was pure church house doctrine, man. And over the years, he started bringing out the laws, statutes, commandments, I hate the church house to the church of God, and all that. I mean, all they're doing is watching the apostles, and the scriptures that he offended by, he just put them to the side and build this congregation off the rest of the scriptures, man.
Right.
Hey, man, that ain't gonna get it, man.
Right.
That ain't gonna get it, man.
Right.
Okay, you gotta deal with the whole, didn't you how I say, volume of the book is up here, man.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead and finish that what you had, huh?
If
Psalms
I
5.
Yeah,
If
go
I
ahead,
may add
bro.
on the Pastor Don, the false prophet, all right? A wolf in sheep clothing.
Right.
He also said that Esau was Jeffrey, all right? So-called white man was Jeffrey. That's a damn lie, man.
Man, that show you bugged out.
Because they don't want to deal with that. Hey, bro, that's a, bro, to stand bold in the face of all nations and tell you and declare and point the finger and tell you that when you call the white man, it's really Esau, Edom, the wicked. Mentioned in the Bible, Jacob straying away from that, man. So, you know what I'm saying? The white man got to be, the scriptures tell you that all, you know, there's no end to men.
Yeah.
So you got to, if you call
gotta
yourself
address
right,
it.
you gotta address it. But instead of addressing the truth,
True.
they jabbing. Okay, then you can wiggle and worm around a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
man.
I ain't gonna offend nobody.
Right, man. No, the so-called white man,
Yes,
the
right.
redneck rocker,
Right.
red clapping. That's right, bro. He's Esau Edom, man. The so-called white man, bro. See that matter?
Having technical
No,
difficulties.
man, I gotta go to work.
Oh, God.
But you need it better.
Right,
I gotta go to
man.
work.
Esau is the so-called white man. Period, point blank. Edom means red.
Right.
All right? They the red people.
Right.
Tried to put that off on Gad and Reuben. No, you the red man. red man chewing tobacco.
Okay,
That's
yeah, yeah.
offensive, man. I'm offended at that. And I ain't even a so-called Native American, man. The Cleveland Indians, I'm offended at that.
Right. The Redskins, bro.
The Redskins in Washington,
Right.
I'm offended. We offended. The Most High is offended.
Right.
Period, point blank.
Hey. Right.
No. So the Most High, wickedness ain't gonna stand in the sight of the Most High.
Right, bro.
That lets you know that this place is about to be destroyed. This ain't gonna stand. That also show you that Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
If wickedness ain't gonna stand in the sight of the Most High, then this kingdom is gone.
It's going right.
You gotta
ain't
go.
gotta go no further than that.
Really can close the book on
Right.
that.
You gotta go no further than that. I mean, this is out of here.
That means this has got to go. This gonna go. Read that. Oh, what you got? Yeah, something good?
Read that again. I grab the show. Read that again.
Psalms 5 verse 4. For thou art not empowered to have pleasure in wickedness.
No pleasure.
Neither shall evil dwell with thee.
Right. So let me just add on. Say this, man. So it says that Yahweh is not a power that takes pleasure in wickedness. Bro. So tell you that this power takes no pleasure in wickedness.
Right.
Now, let me give you a news flash, man. There is no other power, man. Okay? Yahweh power of Israel is the power, man.
Right.
Okay? So so let's make it clear. He takes no pleasure in wickedness. There is no secondary power that takes pleasure in wickedness that
Right.
you can go to. There is no other power.
Well, Buddha let something slide.
That he is no power.
He don't exist.
Okay? He is, but put that sign up real quick, bro. About the shot. Done. And this is just a small sampling of the adultery that goes on with our people. Originate from these other nations.
Yeah,
Man.
that's that fornication.
The Buddha is not a power, man.
No.
Shiva is not a power. Haile Selassie is not a power.
Definitely.
King Tut is not a power.
Tutankhamun.
Right. Malachi Z. York, who locked up in the penitentiary right now, definitely is not a power.
He should
man.
deliver himself.
Right. The cobblestone is not a power, man. These hook-nosed Jews is not a power, man. Jesus
is not.
It's not a power, man. Okay? Some rappers and Tammuz.
Not powers that can save. They don't exist.
Well, that's what it
But
says.
they do have minds blind.
Right. Well, that's
And
the demographer
fall.
say, I check that you gonna know in that day that these were powers that could neither save you nor themselves.
Not themselves.
There's only one power, man, Yahweh, and the scripture that the brother just read say he takes no pleasure in wickedness, man. So that means this place
You got to
rap, bro.
Don't go.
And we know you niggas gonna go down fighting.
Of course.
Man. And your beloved America, your beloved the so-called white man,
Right.
who you worship so much, man. But guess what, man? You gonna see the white man crumble like crust, man.
Right.
You gonna go with it, man.
He's the one perpetuating this evil
Right.
that won't stand in the sight of the Most High.
Right.
Who's created all this evil? All these bad times, man? It ain't nobody on that side. We don't have the resources. We don't own jets. We don't own planes and militaries. We ain't got none of that power, man. Our power comes through the spirit of Yahweh Shem
Right.
Yahushua.
That's right now.
Finish that out, guy. Finish it out, Baba Shah. It was Psalms 5:5.
It's Psalms 5 verse 5. Oh, verse 4. 5 verse 4. For thou art not a power that had pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee.
That's right. Neither shall evil dwell with thee. Read the next verse.
The foolish shall not stand in thine sight.
Again, this world gotta go. This world is full of foolishness. Okay? Full of foolishness. The Spirit always bear witness. Why I said that? That girl has not that color. That's foolish.
Right.
She always been shamefaced and humble. She always have her head down. She give a little smile and she's always speak. But I've been noticing the change in her. She passed through every Saturday. I always pay notice. Not maybe 3 or 4 Saturdays ago, her hair started changing colors. Now it's blonde. Don't you know that's leprosy? That's foolish. And she's wearing booty shorts. But you know what all they go to? She's trying to get a man.
Right.
She's putting herself in the market, man. That ain't the way to do it.
Right.
That's foolish.
I just want to jump on that carousel.
Right. The carousel. A carousel don't have just one horse on there. They got multiple horses going up and down. Okay? The way she's trying to go about getting a man, that's foolish.
Right.
There's a way. The Most High has it set up how a man is to acquire a wife, man. Okay? According to our customs. According to the law.
Right. Our heritage.
Right. That ain't it. That's foolish.
Right.
To make your hair blonde, that's foolish. But that's Edomite supremacy.
Right. According to the spirit, that should make you.
That turn you off.
If it don't, do some
Shame home.
Put yourself together, Jake.
Right.
Get yourself together.
Please.
Right. What was that other scripture you told me?
5 and 4. But I want to give it to her.
Okay, I just want you to hold
Finish
that.
that. I didn't bring that out with that brother Kyle.
The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
Woo!
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Wait a minute.
Son, you misread that, huh?
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Woo! What's the worker? The worker is the actual person.
Right.
Iniquity is the thing.
Right. It's the act. Right.
Didn't y'all learn that in school? The noun, the pronoun, the verb, the action word, all that
the
shit.
And the adjective.
Yeah. Which I didn't know what none of that shit was, but I know how to understand the sentence. Subjects and adjectives. All that bullshit, man. Look, tell me what I need to say to do what I need to do, man. All that little, because when you go back to our language, man, all that putting the,
right.
all them little extra little words, we didn't have all that shit, man. One word meant a lot.
Right.
That's this shit, man.
Right. That's Esau.
Thousands of words that change all the goddamn time.
Right.
I tell you that's bad. Well, what are you talking about?
Right.
Is it not good?
Right.
Is it, fly? What bad are you talking about? Yeah, what context are you using it in? That's confusing, man.
Right.
Bad should just mean bad.
Right.
The opposite of good. I got on some badass shoes. I got on a badass garment. See? That's confusing. That's why when people come from other countries, the hardest language to learn is the English language.
Right.
It's so goddamn diverse. And then you got so many different little dialects. We talk different than the men that talk up in New York. We have different slang than the guys that's out on the West Coast, man. It's all a world of confusion, man. A world of foolishness, which again is not going to stand in the sight of the Heavenly Father, man. Go ahead,
It's John 17, verse 3. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true power, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, whom thou hast sent.
Read that one more time.
John 17, verse 3. And this is life eternal.
This is life eternal. This right here is life temporal. Okay? How do you obtain that eternal life? First of all, you can't just obtain it. The Most High got to give it to you, man. This ain't something we chose to do. You bring the scripture out all the time. I could almost quote it verbatim. St. John 15 and 16, man. You have not chosen me, but I've chosen you. The Most High did that, man. He already had it ordained to who was going to be called and who was going to be chosen, because there's a difference in that. Many are called, but few are chosen.
Right.
There'll be many more that perish, didn't make it, man.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But God loved everybody.
What you gonna do then?
Now what? You gonna have elect that come in at the last minute that was doing wickedness up until that point, man. Here it is, you've been trying to be right all this time and you might not make it.
Right. Right.
Now what? It is what it is,
Right.
man. And we can't tell you who the elect is. We don't know. Okay? We can tell you what the elect gonna be doing into this.
Right.
Okay? They gonna understand this at some point.
Right.
Okay? We can tell you that.
Right.
But who they are, they'll go, shit,
Right.
he doesn't shit. We don't know.
Right.
And it's best that we don't know.
Right.
Because Jake knew they was the elect. Jake wouldn't be out here. Shit, we're talking about Israelites, man. Jake can say what the hell they want. Jake knew they was the elect. Jake gonna be doing shit they ain't got no goddamn business. Because the Most High is gonna make the elect sins. He's gonna make them. He's gonna pardon them. He's gonna make their sins as if they never, like it never happened.
Right, he had already done it.
And they're already done it. That's right.
Yahweh did it with his blood. You know.
That's right.
Somebody get that. Bob, can I get a
Revelation. Oh,
no,
go ahead.
Psalms 37. I think it's 32.
32.
32, 1 and 2. Bring that out.
One person get that. So you don't know who's the one and true power, man, in that day, man. By his judgment and when he showed his hand. Okay? Look, if these were powers, then maybe you could get by with some wickedness with Buddha. Maybe King Tut would give you a pass. Maybe Haile Selassie said, oh, that's all right, man. You can beat on fact. But the scripture said there's only one power, man. So all this is wiped clean, man. Yahweh power is upset with the wickedness and their wickedness every day, man. Okay? It ain't no pass on that, man. Okay? The niggas is always trying to school and skirm and get around the issue, man. That's not gonna happen, man. It's not gonna happen. Go ahead, get that brother ask for, man.
Psalm chapter 32 and verse 1. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven.
Woo! And how is the elect transgressions forgiven? It's forgiven through ultimate sacrifice that was made by who the world ignorantly call Jesus. We know his true name is Yahweh.
Right.
Okay.
Whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord Yahweh imputed not iniquity.
Right.
Imputed not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile.
Meaning counted onto.
Right.
Okay. The Most High didn't account. Basically Yahweh blood covered it, so the Most High didn't account. Somebody get that in the blue letter real quick. I know what it is. We'll bring it out.
Imputed.
Yeah.
Spell it out.
You don't got it yet, bro. Somebody else.
I got it. Come on, goddamn it.
We got that 5G yet.
Right.
5G gonna bring the information there and there.
And where you at?
Psalms 32. 2.
Go ahead, that one didn't come up for me.
Romans 3
It's Strong's in the blue letter Bible, Strong's H22803. It's Kashab. Alright? It says shoulder Strong's. It says I go to the end, outline Bible uses to think, plan, esteem, calculate, invent, make a judgment, imagine, count. Alright? To charge, impute, or reckon. To be accounted, to be thought, be esteemed.
right, to be accounted, and it also said reckon or recognize. So the Most High not gonna recognize the sins of the elect because the blood of Yahweh covered, okay, the elect.
Yep.
See? Just like under the old covenant, our sins wouldn't be recognized when we bring that sacrifice or that offering as sin offering to the before the altar. You see, and the priests do the sacrifice. You see.
You got a quick precept?
Yeah, go ahead. Whoever got it.
This is Revelation 1 verse 5. And from Yahushua HaMashiach, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins is his own blood with his own blood.
Damn. It's fire right there.
That's straight to the point. Read it again, I.
Revelation 1 verse 5, and from Yahushua HaMashiach, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins is his own with his own blood.
Right. He got up on that. He was sacrificed. Okay, that lamb without blemish. Okay, to wash away the sins, man. The elect. Okay. Ultimately, the whole Israel, but right now, just the first go round, man. Okay. See something? You want to see something? Bring that.
Right, and I would say we know that when you read Psalm 32, 1 and 2, we know that that's referring to that what Yahushua did because Paul quoted it, and we're gonna get it. Because that's what Paul was preaching. The cross. You know, he was preaching Yahushua crucified. You see? That his blood, through his sacrifice that he made, it saved us. Saved the elect. Whoever, like the elder or the brother was going into, whoever the elect is. When we know one thing, the elect gonna have this doctrine teaching this truth. Right. The elect is gonna be out on the highways and byways teaching the word. Right. Declaring the name of the Lord. Yeah.
And not take the children.
Right. Yeah, just read 6, 7, and number 8.
Romans chapter 4 and verse 6, even as David also describeth.
Really started one. But the point for the precept, Psalm 32, 1 and 2, you know, that's how you break the scripture down. Precept upon precept. You know? Go ahead,
Romans chapter 4 and verse 1. What shall we say then that Abraham our father, as pertaining to the flesh, hath found? For if Abraham were justified by works, he hath whereof to glory, but not before the Most High. For what saith the Scripture? Abraham believeth the Most High, and it was counted unto him for righteousness. Now to him that worketh is the reward not reckoned of grace, but of debt. But to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifieth the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness. Even as David also describeth.
Right, so our faith is counted for righteousness. So our faith, you know, you got to believe in that sacrifice.
Right. Hey, can I say this real quick? What was Abraham's act of faith, man? What was his act of faith? God.
What else? But that was that, and it's something else too. That was the second thing he did to show his faith. And which one of y'all brothers know?
Speak up, bro. Can't hear you.
Yeah.
The first time he had faith, he told him to leave this land, go out of this land, into another land.
Right, what was the land that he went to?
He went from Chaldees to
let's get it. Get Genesis, I think it's 12. Get Genesis 12. I believe it's Genesis 12. Yeah. I might be. 12 and 1.
Yeah, the scripture said about brother.
Genesis 12 verse 1. Now Yahweh had said unto Abram,
Get thee out of thine country and from thine kindred and from thine father's house unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee.
Hold on, read it from read it from the top.
This is Genesis 12 verse 1. Now Yahweh had said unto Abram, get thee out of thine country and from thine kindred and from thine father's house unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless thee that bless thee. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed as Yahweh had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he had departed out of Haran.
So that's where they were dwelling at. Right? Go ahead.
And Abram took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went for it to go into the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came.
See, that's so it was from him. That was it took an act of faith to leave his home and then travel to a land that he never been before, you know. Now I believe that accounted in Hebrews 11. Bring that up. Precept upon precept.
This is Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 8. By faith, Abraham, when he was called to go out into a place which he should have to receive for an inheritance, obeyed. And he went out not knowing whither he went.
Right. See? That's breaking it down.
By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise.
That's it. So it took faith. When Abraham got to receive the covenant, okay, not by keeping the law, okay, he received the covenant through faith. Okay, that's why you go to Galatians, the 3rd chapter, and say that the keeping of the law can't disannul the promise, because the promise was established based upon faith. See?
Scripture said a land that he moved not.
Imagine that. Just taking off, okay. My power told me to go, I'm gonna go. Somewhere you ain't never been. But Jake won't leave out the goddamn hood.
I think too, because with Abram, he most likely had an inheritance with his father. He probably most likely had a land that he was going to receive. So with the Most High, it was kind of like he had no idea as to what he was going to go get himself into when he was told to go to a land that he had never been to.
Right.
So
but the scripture do tell the Most High told him that what he was going to get.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was going to say, but it had to take a lot of faith for Abraham to believe that he was going to receive something that he had never been to a land or could even imagine what he was going to receive. But yet, that much faith to trust in the Most High's word that he was going to give him all those things that he was telling him he was going to receive. And with his father, he could actually see the land. Look, I'm going to give you this, you're going to have this, so on and so forth. Right. But with the Most High, shit, it wasn't, it had to be out of faith.
And I believe it's later, matter of fact, I believe it's later on in the chapters, like around 17, that the Most High tell him that the blessing that he gonna get, through the covenant. Now you already got this, it tell him, but when he tell him he gonna establish, matter of fact, let's get that real quick, Genesis 17, and then we'll go back to the scripture in Romans. Genesis 17 and yes, started 7. I mean, it started 5.
There's Genesis 17 verse 5. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but thy name shall be Abraham.
Right.
For a father of many nations have I made thee.
Right.
And I will make thee exceeding fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee.
Right.
Right.
In their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be a power unto thee, and to thine seed after thee. And I will give unto thee, and to thine seed after thee, the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan for an everlasting possession, and I will be their power. And Yahweh said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant therefore, thou and thy seed after thee in their generation.
That's the point.
Right, right. And just out of that scripture that we just read, what does the name Abraham mean? Father of a multitude. And his name before that was Abram. What did that mean? God the Father. And just a quick, now go ahead, bro.
Yeah, cool. Now go back, where we at Romans? Yeah, go back to the Romans. So how we show faith, you know, how we show our faith and here in these last days is by believing in these scriptures.
Right.
That's really ultimately how you confess that you believe in the sacrifice.
Right.
Because you gotta believe in the sacrifice that Yahweh made.
Right.
You know? But the way you do that is by believing in this whole book. You know? You can't believe in certain parts of it and then other parts that work on your emotions, then you can throw that out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta believe in the scriptures in its entirety.
Right. And the Most High, with Abraham, he's telling us what the blessing that we're going to receive. Okay? But these things that are written, we ain't never have seen that, man. Don't open our minds even before, man. We hadn't been in rulership, man. We hadn't been in peace, man. We hadn't walked in righteousness, man. We was born into wickedness, man, and iniquity, man. We got faith, man. Okay? Because the Most High his word has stayed true throughout the time until his men. So Lord willing, we are those men. We got the same faith that these things are going to come true. That's why we stand out here, blowing the horn, hearkening to our people, even in the face of death. Well, that's going to come. So what, man? You know what I'm saying? We got faith, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Romans chapter 4 and verse 6. Even as David also describeth the blessedness of the man unto whom the Most High imputeth righteousness without works.
Right. So Paul. So that scriptures cut you people that don't believe in the New Testament up big time. Because when you read in the New Testament, whether you go through which y'all know is the Gospels, or Paul's epistles, or Peter epistles, John epistles, they was constantly quoting as it is written in the Old Testament. They was quoting things out of the Old Testament to validate what they were saying. See, to teach. They was teaching based upon what was written in the Old Testament. Go ahead, Ike.
Saying, blessed are they whose iniquities are forgiven, and whose sins are covered. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord Yahweh will not impute sin.
Right, so you read Psalms and say, oh, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about Yahweh Shai's, his blood is going to cover our sins. You see? By believing in the sacrifice that he made. See? Believing that actually happened, that he was actually crucified, beaten, worse than any man on the face of this earth.
Right.
You know? Because we messed up with the Most High.
Right.
You know? He had to take on the sins of the whole nation. See? Was that it? That was it. That's the point. Whatever y'all brothers got some precepts or something y'all want to go into.
What you had? Yeah, go ahead.
Going into faith, man.
Hebrews 11 verse.
Faith is belief.
Hebrews 11 or Hebrews 10?
I don't know which one it was.
11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, just real quick. The woman come right here with some shoes that titty had been hanging out.
Yeah.
So she looked and seen what's in the Bible. She put her hand up there to cover her half her titty hanging out. When she got everything across the street,
Let it hang.
down.
This is crazy,
That's crazy
world.
thing, but we got to get the fuck up out here. Go ahead, brother.
Like
it
the
up.
brother was saying, you gotta believe that the Lord was crucified. You gotta believe he came and walked amongst men. You gotta believe he came back from the dead.
Right.
You gotta believe that. You gotta believe the miracles he performed.
Right.
Nigga.
Right. And then you got to do your best to walk therein according to what's written in these scriptures. Man, you got to do your best, man. Okay? All that lip service and all that shit ain't bro. What's happening with that? Okay?
Get it to the
And
end.
how was shot, they get murdered, man, for niggas lip service.
Yeah, James 2, 17, 18.
I guess you were thinking about the scripture, thou shalt cover thy teeth. People gone, man, especially this nigga.
It's James 2 verse 17. Even so faith, if it had not worked, is dead.
Right.
Being alone.
Right, so the way you show that you believe in is you can say, man, I believe in everything that's written in the Bible.
Right.
That don't mean you believe if that's all you do.
Right.
It's like the elder was saying, you just saying with your mouth, man, I believe in the Bible.
Right. Lip service.
It take action. Well, go
Right.
ahead.
Lip shake your tongue.
Explain.
Yea, a man may say that thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thine works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Right, so if you really gonna show that you believe by your works. And really the work is teaching his word. See? I mean, and you gotta keep the law to the best of your ability too. You know? The main thing though, because you could be keeping the law to the best of your ability if you ain't teaching his word, coming out on these highways and byways teaching, then it don't mean nothing. Right.
Hey, and that is the law. You can't talk about to keep the law, that's the law. Go ye out into the highways and the hedges and build them to the marriage. That's the law.
Right. And they kill all you so-called Christians and all you people that's coming up against the truth, man. They put the finger, start with the apostle hard, the others on down. Look, they this, blah, 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 blah. Shit, where are your works at? If we wrong, then come teach the truth.
Yeah.
Get from behind the damn computer and get on the highways and the byways as commanded to do, man. But you're not gonna do that, man. You're just full of that gang, man. You know how to know
the majority of them cats ain't got less than the first on their page. 1, 2, ain't touched the road.
Scared. Faithless, man. Because faith builds up your confidence, man. Okay? Faith and confidence is the same thing, man.
Yep.
Okay? They faithless, so they scared, man. Oh, somebody gonna see me, or somebody might try to fight me. Somebody might pull a knife out on me. Somebody might grip me. We had all A, B, C, nothing out here, man. Faith is unshook, man.
Right.
Not because we mighty men, through the Spirit of the Lord, man. A portion of faith be bestowed upon us, man.
The more your faith get built up, the more you want to get out here, man. There ain't nothing, man. What else can you do to
You
us?
could be laid up with a woman right now, bro. A bad
Saturday.
bitch, a bad boy.
Yeah, it's sad.
A bad baby.
Greatest day of the week.
Right. You can be hugged up with a bitch with orange and yellow and blue hair. Hugged up with every time she turn her head, you got that weave in your goddamn mouth, man. You can be doing that, man. Or you can be rolling the blunt. Huh? You can be rolling, you know what I'm saying? You can be rolling up. Or it could be like Issachar on foes, on the swing, bending corners, popping the trunk, man. Niggas out of your mind, man. Remember that song by Keith Murray, the most beautiful thing, man?
Most beautiful.
Looking at it. What? How about you? Go ahead, brother.
may say, you know, the reason for why they don't go out and do videos and show their sacrifice is a labor of love, man. We're showing our becoming a living sacrifice by doing this work. That's right. But the reason why they don't do it is because they ultimately don't have faith. You know, they don't believe. They can't see what is written in the scriptures. That's the promise that we're going to receive because of the work.
Right.
It is Hebrews 6 verse 10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love, which ye have shown towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
That's right.
A lot of them is lazy too.
Oh, man.
You know, because it's work. Hey, I be standing out here for hours is a job, you know, and then to come out here, you know, continuously, week after week, month after month, year after year, with no breaks, you know.
Standing up in one spot for over 2 hours or an hour and a half, however long. Try doing that at home while you at home. Just stand in one spot.
Or
See how it works.
Making a decision to that I'm gonna do this when otherworldly stuff is
going on.
You know, I ain't gonna go into it, you know, but I know Brother Camp and why from the seed was being born. Brothers out here on the block, bro. How many brothers can't do that, man? I ain't trying to hear that shit. Go ahead,
It says, verse 11, and we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
Right. That go into coming out on the highways and byways, and not just that. You know, you gotta study. You gotta do lessons. You know, because if we're good as you doing all this studying, you supposed to be yeah, and then you supposed to be you studying, then you teach what you study.
Right.
You know.
That would be hiding your talent.
right. Because the scriptures tell you you should cut the prophesy, man. Once you get it, you're all right, man. You're all right. You know, doing this is a video that's part of it. You should always be out on the block on the highways, man, blowing that trumpet, man, lifting up that voice, okay, telling what thus saying the Most High power, man. Stop being scared, man. Come out on the highways and byways, okay? As commanded to do so, okay? Whom has the Lord ever forsaken, man? That was of his own, man.
Nobody.
Name me one, man. Not one, man. Okay?
And Jake done been in jacked up predicaments. The scriptures give the details, man. Imagine being in a fire pit, man. Oh, shit. What if you had to sacrifice your son?
See, that's what it is. Jake can't imagine that, bro. The hottest thing Jake has seen is grandma's oven or the dryer, man, at home be drying clothes, bro. Jake can't picture a goddamn stone fire pit blazing with heat that you can feel the heat from that bad boy standing across the street, man.
Shit.
Phantom that, imagine that, man. Okay? That cake, man. People been pacified, man, beyond belief, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Luke chapter 14 and verse 16. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse.
Yeah, so everything is ready, meaning we got what we need to go out and teach His word. We got the supper. We got the understanding of these scriptures. You see, it's spiritual food. The scriptures tell us in what is that? Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, to eat the roll. See, eat the whole roll. Then go out and teach the children of Israel. See, go ahead.
And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused.
Right, this is basically a parable, but Yahushua is dead serious about going out. He's using this parable to convey that we're supposed to be going out teaching His word, but there's men that's gonna make and have made excuses on why they can't go out and teach. You see? Go ahead.
And another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused.
Right, that's I need, another way of saying it is, they coming with an excuse. Right. I got an excuse of why I can't go out. You know?
And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come.
Right.
So that's...
So it could be different reasons, you know, that men are making excuses why they can't go out, man, my wife, or it could be, you know, I got to tend to my property, you know. Jake don't have no cattle these days, you know. Right. But the point of the matter is making excuses why you can't go out and teach, you know.
Right, when Jake could go somewhere, walk shop, or just wherever, run them all day about what they think they know, man. When they come out to do the work, that hard line work that's required to speak scriptures, go down the highways and byways, Jake got a big excuses, bro. But Jake to debate with you in the middle of Popeyes, man. Jake to debate with you at the barbershop, man. Or at a barbecue anywhere, man. Run them out for hours, bro. You won't come out here and make yourself living sacrifices commanded, right?
But it's the same ones that we got the knowledge. That knowledge is here. It's ready. The supper is ready.
Right.
You see?
Right.
The teachers are here teaching. Really, all you got to do is watch the apostles and the elders and the men of great millstone, you know. And anybody that's teaching the same doctrine, and you can study that, take notes, and go out and teach. You see?
Right. So apostles, they done the hard work. We still studying. They're going to etymology words and history, but they had laid the groundwork for us, man. We got it. Basically, really got it easy, man.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? So Jake really ain't got no
How many times we done got together and went to the library? How long did it take to load up a video?
Right. That's before the internet days, right?
Yeah.
That's before there wasn't no.
Used to be an all-night
going to the library and getting into books, man.
That shit used to be tedious. Most High made it easy. So it ain't hard as it used to be, man. The apostles that bears witness and gave testimony.
Right.
Man, you packing books and all that. You got all that right here now.
Right.
No?
That's why the say don't post on the Oxford trade. Okay. You holding something?
And them be the same guys, you know, like they won't go out and teach, because like the brother made the point, you'll go on these guys that scoff, okay, about what's being taught. You go to their page and then they don't have no content.
Right.
They ain't out on the streets teaching, they ain't got no videos up edifying nobody, you know. Yeah, where you at now.
So that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
Yep, it said bid first, or it said can only compel. And the verse of the book,
It said bid and compel.
I'm asking you.
No, it said compel.
But the verse above it don't say bid, or that in
That's in Matthew 22.
Oh, okay.
I got that definition.
Yeah, for compel. Yeah, bring that
It
out.
says to drive or urge irresistibly by physical or moral force. Morals. What's the morals, man? This is the morals, man. Yahweh Shai, okay? This is the moral, which this world has none.
Zero.
This is a moral-less
Right.
place, man.
Right.
A filthy, disgusting place, man.
Right.
Our people ain't got no morals, man. They just like they go after that Aleister Crowley spirit. Do as thou wilt. Whatever make you feel good, whatever make your little body pleasure, whatever bring your little funky ass body pleasure. That's what they into, man. That's the spirit of America, man. And really throughout the world,
Right.
for lots of parts.
Right.
There are other, some customs that do have some types of discipline, But here in America, Babylon the Great, it's just a free fall, man. A big ass goddamn freak fest, man. Do whatever make you feel good. That's why homosexuality is through the goddamn roof, man. Bunch of punks. To drive together, drive to one place. Compel, drive to one place. What's that one place? This secret place.
Right.
And that's about it.
That's in the blue letter?
That's in the etymology.
Okay. What, do it got a compound? Is it a compound word? Like come and then pill?
Let's see. Come, which we know to bring with or together.
Okay.
And then pale, appeal, compel, push, hypothetical source, evidence of existence, it says the
from Pelair, which means to drive, to thrust,
yeah,
to
shake,
strike or drive.
That's it.
Yep.
So what? Yeah. And how do we do that? Through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures.
Right.
See. Basically, bring them to the truth. Okay. Not us, but the word, the spirit, compelling them.
Right.
Cast that net.
Because the scriptures say that the elect won't get the word, man. Okay. Sheep hears my voice. People say, when thou hearest you, they hear me, man. They hear Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
Yeah, and you brought out a pill. See? And it is truth as appealing to the hope where we hope to be of the elect. You see?
Gone.
Beautiful song. You heard that song and it was like, man, that's jamming.
Right, that's the one. That's that, yeah.
I'm gonna put that on repeat.
Yeah.
Listen to that all day.
Right, bro. Like the scripture said, we piped it to you, you're not dancing because you can't receive it.
The tune don't sound good. I don't like to skip that song.
It ain't for you, man. Okay?
I ain't dancing to that. Oh, that's too strict. Dude, I want that song. Yeah, come. This truth to 2/3 of our people sound like somebody rubbing their fingernails across a chalkboard.
Right.
They are that displeased with hearing the truth, man.
That sound like Charlie Brown's teacher, man.
And something the apostle said in they last week, we not preaching hate. We preaching truth.
Right.
It's a difference. It's a difference, man.
Right.
Now does hate fall into that truth? Shit, yeah.
Get Isaiah.
So does love.
Right.
It's a balance.
But the truth is hated.
Yes.
Okay.
There's some things that are hateful in the scriptures. There are hateful acts that have happened throughout the scriptures. How about the way that we're being treated by these heathens, man? Starting with Esau, Edom. Is that love?
Right.
But it's the truth.
Right. How Lord, how Yahweh Shah Mashiach?
Straight up.
All the millions of
Straight up.
Was that love, man? That was hate, man.
Shit, yeah.
We get these people is into that. We love Jesus, but you know his name, man. Jesus is usually for layman's terms. But you love Jesus. Ready to lay down my life for Jesus. When Yahweh Shah, who you really call Jesus, walked the faith earth, man, he was the most hated of them all, man. Most hated. Okay? They was ready to kill him on sight. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Why? And who was the one? Because when you go into the history and you just look at the history of the scribes, the sect of the scribes and the Pharisees, and you also had the Sadducees. They were by the masses, they were respected.
you know?
Yeah.
And the people pretty much followed what they were saying. You see?
Yeah.
So it's really the wicked of the scribes and Pharisees, okay, that wanted to kill Yahushua.
Right.
Why? Because he was rebuking them. He was rebuking them in his wisdom.
Right.
You know, he was real clever, and he was rebuking them in parable. He made the parable so where they can understand. Damn, he talking about us. You know, Yahushua would say a parable to cut them, you know, and they knew that Yahushua was talking about them.
Right.
And then pissing them off. They wanted to kill him. See?
Right.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, pushed them on the Romans to do their dirty work, man. Okay? Then Paul said, I don't even find no fault in this man. But yet they still, our people still push their children back. You got something, man? Hey, man. It's a long journey, bro. Watch out about shopping with this person.
Get John 7:7. St. John 7:7.
This is all too much.
Then we'll go back to the
It's a bunch of confusion, man. Okay? Go ahead and do
St. John 7:7.
This is John chapter 7 and verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but me and hate it.
And he was telling this to his brothers, blood brothers, so to speak. All right. He said, the world cannot hate you, but it hated me. Go ahead.
The world cannot hate you, but me and hate it.
Right.
Because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
You see, that's what Yahushua was doing. He was speaking against this world.
Right.
Right.
This world and that's the time period that he was living in, because they said, like the scriptures say, there's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
The same shit that was going on back then is going on today at a high frequency today, you know, of a high frequency of wickedness. So that's why the world hated Yahushua. And that world it most likely is going to be the word cosmos. Gotta be quick on the man. Quick though. World, cosmos. Yeah, it's cosmos. So really dealing with our people.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
We ain't out here preaching. We ain't out here, when we are rebuking Esau, you know, we tell the other nations they judge. We get on Esau because the scriptures tell us to expose this man.
Right.
We out here getting on our people's ass as commanded. You see? Yahushua wasn't out there. That's what they not teaching in these so-called churches. You know, that what our Lord was really out there doing when he was conducting the business of the Most High. Okay, he was not out telling the world that he loved everybody.
Right.
Come as you are.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Say this simple prayer and accept me.
Right.
And then you'll say. That come out of man's heart. That ain't in the scripture.
Right.
Yahushua, we just read it. That's in red letter. Yahushua said that. He said, I'm testifying against this world.
Right.
You see? And we doing the same exact thing.
Right.
That's what Peter and the rest of the apostles did.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what Paul was doing.
Yep.
Hey, somebody, go ahead, bro. Somebody get James 4:4.
That's what we were starting off in that Micah 3:8. Truly I am full of power of the spirit of Yahweh Yahushua to declare to Israel his sins and Jacob his transgression. Who is Jacob and Israel?
Right.
That's us, man. That's it.
Brothers say, you know, repent.
that goes out to the elect.
Right.
We don't give a damn because the scriptures have already concluded the
Right.
judgment.
Right. Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It'll look like a damn fool out here start telling anybody telling all Israel to repent. Only one that's gonna repent is the elect.
Right, bro.
See?
Right, bro. Them the only ones that's gonna hear the song and recognize it.
Right.
Okay. Just real quick, I go back to that real quick before about the shop.
It is James 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
Right, and that message is never changed. Okay? That's the message Yahweh my shop was pushing. And so he's why these times the message is never changed. Okay? Read that again, Akbar Kashab.
James 4 verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh.
That's plain, man. We'll go into it, but that's plain, man. Okay?
Right.
Both sides not dealing with you, man.
And Jake was in all kind of
Woo!
wickedness. I'm talking about back.
Right.
You know.
Right. Idolatry
The ones
just
that was
starting now, bro.
like
Go ahead, bro.
the ones that was of the circumcision, they was in the wicked.
Right.
They was apparently keeping the custom. Was it close to the Passover? Was it on the Passover of releasing? Yeah, releasing on the Passover, releasing a prisoner,
right,
and then crucifying the other.
Right.
You know, it was two. One would get crucified, the other one would be released.
Yeah.
See, that's not in our law.
Right.
That's not in our heritage.
Exactly.
So that's one thing that Jake was doing,
Right.
going up.
That was wicked, bro. Stone cold murder got off the hook, and our Lord was crucified, man. Man, there's no wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying?
She said we seen the Lion King.
I thought she was
She basically saying go watch it. Let me
Don't worry, man. He's off to bring the guillotines back into play, man. And you niggas don't shoot it, bro. Bro, shit. You deserve it, man. Go ahead with what your brother got, bro.
You bring them scriptures out. Bring them scriptures out. Them precepts I can get.
It's Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
Right.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, says the Lord Yahweh.
Right. The reason I wanted that scripture to come out because it's telling us that it's in our heritage to condemn. Okay? That the one that speak against the Heavenly Father and Son and speak against the truth. See? Jake is, and it's coming out just like one of the, I don't know, the brother, I don't know if you're the Bread of Life page or another page. I don't know the brother's name, but the title of the video was Joe Budden marks the Most High or something to that effect, basically speaking against the truth, you know. I'm just using that as an example, but you know, our job is to come out here and bring this truth out.
Right.
You know, and the truth is we gotta tell Jake that they are in the wickedness,
right,
and that they're gonna be judged,
right,
for their wickedness,
right, bro.
See, and they don't like it,
right,
because Jake wanna go do like it. Jake wanna do what they master gave them the allowance to do, or license to do. Fuck what y'all saying. We got rights and privileges to do wickedness in this kingdom. See? Because they blinded, like you said, 2 Corinthians 4:4. They blinded by the God of this world. So look, they blinded by the God of this world, which is the so-called white man.
who's operating under the spirit or through the spirit of the spiritual demon Satan, that means that's their God. Satan is their God. Esau is their God.
Right.
You see? Because they believe they blinded by all his bullshit.
Yes.
So who are you to tell me? They don't want to hear like what the scripture saying Isaiah 30:9 about rebellious children,
Right.
that don't want to hear the words of the seer. Prophesy not unto me.
Right.
Right thing.
Right. Prophesy what you
Lies.
Lies. They want to hear smooth words.
Right.
So they like to hear, look, brother, it's okay, man.
Right. Right.
God love you.
Right.
No matter how you are, man.
Now come on and direct the choir, brother.
Right. Come
And meet me later on after church.
Woo!
Faggots.
Hey, that just show you that our people is enemies of the Most High Power, man. We're committed to cry loud and spare not, and show our people their transgressions, man. Show them what the fuck they going off at, man. And just so happen our people is going off in all their ways. So I guess that's a full cup to have to bear, man. So what? Bear it, man. You niggas is fucking wicked, man.
Right. Stephen was doing, that's what Stephen was doing. Right. We read up in the book of Acts, all right?
More wicked than the wicked, man.
But he was condemning. He got in the spirit, jumped on him, and he started going in. Seeing what? They hated him. The scripture say they stopped him.
Yeah.
And they hated him with all the death. They killed him. See? Because what he was speaking. Why they kill Stephen? Because he was telling them, God loves you, brother. It's okay.
Right.
You know?
Shit, nah.
Right, bro. But the scripture tell you the smooth words bring friends. Right. You come with the smooth words and I'm gonna latch on to you, man. You right. Harsh, Jake, you can tell and get the hell out of man.
Am I therefore become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth.
Right, that's crazy,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Only want our people, man.
Right.
And through the spirit, we were created not to be the opposite, the total opposite of that, man. On the total opposite spectrum of that, we become more wicked than the wicked. And love to have it so, man. And uphold the pride. See, bro, Esau's doing this shit, but who's really coming, bro? You look on the internet and see all these groups of people that's scoffing and mocking against the truth. But who is it, man? It's Jake, man. It's Jake, man. But it's according to their own heart, man. According to their own heart, man. We label as terrorists, as thieves, liars, man.
Poverty.
So that means the scriptures look like we're coming straight out the scriptures, man. We telling you what thus saith Yahweh called, man. Not according to our own heart, man. Never have better, man.
Right. Jake want to hear that your situation in America is going to get better. Just be positive. Just
Right.
think positive and
Right.
positive energy going to come your way.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right, brother. I'm going
Right.
to pray for you.
Right.
Okay? And then
God
all
bless
this
you.
bullshit. You know what I'm saying? When the truth of the matter is, if you being wicked and you don't get down with this truth by way
Shall
of
perish.
faith, you're gonna die hard.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the truth of the matter.
Right.
You know? Let's bring out the scriptures here. You know what Isaiah? Isaiah, what's the other scripture I told you to get?
Psalms 58 verse 1.
No, I said Isaiah 58.
Yeah.
We got that bad boy from, bro. Got you.
Damn near broke
Paulo
it. I
Santos,
broke it in
that's a
half.
limb.
There was another piece I forgot. Gave it to somebody. But yeah, brother, damn near the whole tree.
That's the root.
I just a fella.
Yeah, I got a tree in the back of his house. Come here, bro.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Parallel.
There you go.
Isaiah chapter 58.
It's hard to read scriptures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, we real out here.
Yeah, man, we big shit. Motherfucker sexy shit. Nice ass legs. Bro, my legs if you ain't got a hood.
Right.
Goddamn, go ahead, bro.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet,
Right.
and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
See? Read it again.
Cry aloud, spare not.
Right.
Right,
That's,
don't.
no, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, don't spare. What does it mean, spare not?
Right.
What are they talking about? It's talking about don't spare their feelings.
Right.
You see? Because Jake is either very emotional people, you know?
Very.
And I also say cry loud, not with no microphone. You know what I'm saying? My past the purple people, they got the goddamn the Servant Vega hookup, man. The microphone and everything, man. Right, you think Stephen was out proclaiming the truth with a microphone or a bullhorn, man? He was lifting up his voice, man.
Right.
Okay? And that's offensive, Jake, man. Jake be the hardest thing in the little, but you yell on it, Jake. You should be.
Yeah, y'all here screaming
like
at
that. Right. How many
Lord-
times we heard that, huh?
Said
Y'all could get y'all messages better if y'all just wouldn't be hollering and screaming.
But ain't nothing wrong with y'all trying to catch those goddamn flies. Right.
We saying in the court, read it again, huh?
But y'all don't read the scriptures.
Right.
Then y'all read the scriptures.
And they-
well, it's not talking. Y'all want to flip
Right.
and mangle the
Right.
scriptures because y'all dealing with emotions.
Right.
You can't bring your emotions into the scriptures.
Right.
The scriptures, guys, is harsh. But we've been pacified. We've
Woo.
been pussified.
Right.
We've been really. Esau done brought us up as goddamn, you know,
Feminine ass.
Right.
weak ass spirit, man.
Right. Like I say, the knows how to turn his face from us and left us over to our enemy, man. We done got up on Esau's way. Esau, as much as wickedness and death, shed and murder and bloodshed he just done, he's really a coward and scared and feeble on the inside, man. And you niggas done took on their ways, man.
Oh, that's okay.
Read that again, like Baba Kashab.
But Jake listening to the most
Foul, right.
vile music
Right.
that you can think of. Right. That's talking about killing. They talking about committing adultery.
Right.
Doing all these drugs.
Right.
They might have to have your parents dress up in, or your mama, your grandma dress
Right.
up in black. You know, they talking about all this wickedness. But it's okay. They can get into it and bounce and shake to it.
Right.
And
Right.
smile and laugh when
Right.
they come on. But when we come out and tell the truth, you know, it's a problem. Because when y'all holding the Bible, man, y'all holding the Bible. They got harsh language in the
Right.
Yes.
Right. Very harsh.
harsh acts.
Right. Right. You're right. Fuck Muhammad.
Fuck Muhammad.
Fuck Muhammad, man. Because how simple you keep drones on, man.
Lay off them sandwiches.
Right. Not only our people, but the whole spectrum of the world, man. Y'all just some fucking dummies, man. Y'all just some fucking dummies, man. Hurry up, man. That just motivates the right because, you know, man, look, man, you just building up
Scratch off.
the slaughter that's gonna come, man, for the simplicity, man. You fucking dummies, man. Just a bunch of fucking dummies, man. Okay? Because if you had any sense at all, start with our people, you would fucking get right, man, and come back to your power and your nationality. And if even though you fucking heathens had any sense at all, you would get on your fucking knees and lick the dust like your future masters, man. But y'all running your fucking mouth, man. Scoffing and mocking, man. But hey, look, trust me, bro. You ain't, hey, bro. But that's supposed to pluck a string in our heart, man. It does not, man. That just get us in that mode like, shit, hey. You know what I'm saying? It's right around the corner, man. Keep shit. Keep doing that shit, man. Lord, we're gonna get you, man.
That
Okay?
nigga might have lost out. He fat.
Right.
He probably ain't
Right.
got a woman, can't get a woman. But he
If
probably
he do, she probably getting the BBC put through it right now, man.
Esau done lost, man. Y'all done lost. It don't matter if you got big money,
Right.
and you living it up,
Right.
you lost.
Hey,
That's a
Esau.
loser right there.
Right,
That's why
right,
he mad.
right.
Blame it on the Muslims.
That's the son of
Right.
perdition.
All you Edomites can come do is come drop to your face, put your face toward the earth, and lick the dust. We might, probably not, you might get mercy in the pit, man. We might throw you a chicken bone, man.
Yeah.
We might throw you a neck bone, man. We might. On a good day. You know what I'm saying? Brother said, I ain't giving you shit.
Nothing.
I'm trying to show mercy to you, man.
mercy.
We might give you the chicken tail, man. And let you fight over it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
We don't even want it. Shit, I don't want this chicken licking the dust. That's really, you know, that scripture really about the kingdom, you know, in the kingdom. You know, but he a loser, man. Esau done lost out big time, man. Big time.
Bring out here.
No goddamn Edomite, man.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up.
Whisper, whisper.
Cry.
Talk cordially to him, brother.
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Right, that's why Paul said, when I came to you, when you were talking to the church of Corinth, the Israelites in Corinth, all right, that believed in Yahweh, he told them, I didn't come to you with enticing words of men's wisdom.
That's right.
Okay? I came in demonstration in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh. You see? Yahweh was a rough man. He's a man of war. His son is austere. See? Go ahead, brother.
Men, masculine men. Which this place, this society deems masculinity as just a mental disorder. You can't be a man out in Babylon, man. It's toxic masculinity. Yeah, it's toxic to be a man. But these goddamn fruitcakes can frolic and hold hands and kiss each other up and down the damn street.
Right.
A goddamn a matriarch society, man. Just a feminine ass spirit. Look at this beast. Go ahead,
Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Don't it say something shake the hand? That's not what it's not. That's different. Oh, okay, so lock. No, just bring that out. Get it out. Oh, okay.
There's Amos 5 verse 10. They hate him that rebuke in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
See, I'm playing it to the point straight. Jake hates to get rebuked. You know, hey, Jake hates to get rebuked. Jake don't want to be told nothing, man.
Right.
You know,
Right. Hey, look, I bought out early, bro. If it was a fucking horrible boot, and you get on him, you dishonor your father. You dishonor your family name. They're gonna drop their fucking head, bro. They might go fall on the sword and kill their fucking son. Out of shame, bro. Shit, not our people, bro. They ain't trying to head, bro. Right. And that's what we telling you through the spirit. You have dishonored your father, man. You dishonored him, man. Shit, niggas, you hating on me.
Honor.
right.
Shit, the motherfuckers used to put a sword through their shit right behind this arm.
The prophets never were liked.
No.
Amongst Israel. The mass Israel didn't like the prophets.
Right?
And was really, you know, on edge when the prophets came around.
Right.
That's why when Samuel went seeking King David, he didn't know he was seeking King David at the time. They asked him, when he came into Bethlehem, they asked him, do you come in peace? some roughly paraphrasing the scripture. See? Because the prophets was always bringing, the Jacob was always being wicked. If you read the scriptures, the majority of their existence in Israel, they was in the wickedness. You see, so the prophets was always bringing the judgment that was set against Israel from the mouth of the Most High. The prophets being the mouthpiece of the Most High.
Right.
You see? Jake didn't want to hear that. Jake wanted to hear what you read, I forget the prophet read in Jeremiah that was telling Jake that basically they're gonna be free. You know, they're gonna get up out of captivity. Y'all can go, we ain't gotta go to the account. Jake wanted to hear that. Oh, we gonna get up out of captivity. Jeremiah. And that prophet died. You see? Jeremiah came with the truth.
See? Yeah, you can bring it out, but
Is Jeremiah 14, verse 13. Then said I, O Yahweh power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. Then Yahweh said unto me, the prophet prophesied lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spoke unto them thy prophecy, unto you a false vision.
that's a good scripture. Get Jeremiah 28 and Acts. Read 8 and read 9 and just read down. Start at 8 and read down. Yeah, start at 8.
This is Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
No, they prophesied about love and peace. Right. Go ahead.
Both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Not about love, peace, and happiness. Right. And longevity and prosperity. No. Go ahead.
The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh had truly sent him.
Had not sent him, right? Sent him. Oh, had true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot. Go ahead, bro.
Then Hananiah the prophet took the yoke from off the prophet Jeremiah's neck and broke it. And Hananiah spoke in the presence of all the people, saying, thus said Yahweh, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all nations within the space of 2 full years. And the prophet Jeremiah went his way. Then the word of Yahweh came unto Jeremiah the prophet, after that Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke from off the neck of the prophet Jeremiah, saying, go and tell Hananiah, saying thus.
Right, because that was to symbolize that, look, we going to come up out of captivity. The Most High going to deliver us from the Babylonians. Nebuchadnezzar. Go ahead.
Go and tell Hananiah, saying, thus said Yahweh, thou hast broken the yokes of wood, but thou shalt make for them yokes of iron.
Right. And the guy gonna be a day because we was under hard bondage under the Babylonians. Okay, go ahead.
For thus said Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and they shall serve him, and I have given him the beast of the field also.
Just read it out.
Then said the prophet Jeremiah unto Hananiah the prophet, hear now, Hananiah, Yahweh had not sent thee, but thou makest this people to trust in a lie.
Right, he was prophesying about peace. We're going to come out of captivity. Today, these shit, Jake don't even know they in captivity. Woo! That's bad. We speak on that sometimes. It's bad. You in a bad condition when you don't even realize it. Because we didn't know we didn't think we was in captivity before we came into the truth. We free. We thought we was free. Right. You know, go ahead.
Verse 16. Therefore, thus said Yahweh, behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth. This year thou shalt die, because thou hast taught rebellion against Yahweh. So Hananiah the prophet died that same year in the 7th month.
Damn.
Right. Hey, I just want to, let's sit on that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, I just want to, just say, man, look, man, look, shit, look, this is about to come to an end, man. All of Jake's wickedness and all the white man and so-called nations wickedness, man, okay? And your oppression over lost people. Don't like the elder said, You know that Nick Dust of the Kings and Nobles, that is the king with that Isaiah 49. I was being facetious. You know what I'm saying? When that time comes, man, okay, and the day of our power, man, the day of the Lord return, you're gonna wish you saw favor with the Israelites, man. You're gonna wish you did, man. And you niggas too, our people, and you other nations, man. You're gonna wish that you sought our favor, man. You're gonna be on a total rulership and subjection, man. Okay? Your portion is gonna be double of what you do this man. Okay? And we've been oppressed at all corners, man. Seems like you niggas is happy with it, guess not. We not. And the Most High power is not. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? You got something else, bro? Oh! All right, cool. That's just lay out the cap, man. Hey, Lord willing, man, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Lord willing, we're edified. Lord Most High's will, we'll be out here next week. You know what I'm saying? The prophesy gets us with the kingdom and the seal of the elect. That's what it's all about, man. Seal of the elect. Y'all out here playing, man. Y'all out here trying to look good for people and get hoes and find favor and man, we're trying to seal the elect, man. So get the fuck up out of here, man.
Right.
Okay? The whole, bro, the whole earth and everything on the planet Earth is waiting for the Israelites to rise back in power and rulership to set everything straight, man. Everything is in mourning, man. The people, the animals, the trees. Okay?
Y'all got things going on.
That's the pizza, man.
Hey, with that, we're going to say, call Allah.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash.
Double honor to these apostles, elders, the great elders, the peacefulness, and salutations to the hopefully they put in this work, man. Abba.
Shalom.
No, that was the pizza man.